I'm trying to build as much muscle as possible, so I'm gonna show you everything I get in the grocery store in a week without going broke. Today I'll be going to 2 stores with a simple objective. Get a week's worth of groceries to build as much muscle as possible for as little money as possible. And at the end, I'll come back here and give you the grand total for everything and break it down into protein, carbs, and fats so you can see a complete overview of my entire bulking diet. Now let's stop yapping and wasting time and actually get to the store. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Casey Kelly. I'm a natural bodybuilder who competed in a show 2 months ago, and now I'm trying to build as much muscle as possible on a lean bulk. Today we're going to 2 stores to make it as cheap as possible. We're going to Aldi and Harris Teeter, which is just a regular grocery store. My mom taught me that trick because when one thing is expensive at one store, it's probably a little bit cheaper at the other store. So we're hitting up 2 stores today to make sure that we make it as cheap as possible. Throughout the entire video, I'll be telling you why I get what I get and showing you a few things that I may not be getting right now, but could be useful for your bulk. And make sure to stick around for the whole video because I'll be sharing my best bulking secrets to make sure the food goes down easier. All right, first stop is at Aldi, and if you guys aren't shopping at Aldi, you're missing out. It's literally so cheap because they found a way to cut costs, like this quarter I have right here. You gotta actually insert a quarter into your cart so that then you return it. Just another way they found to cut costs. All the items are generic brand, but I don't care as long as it's the right stuff and getting our calories and macros in. So let's get this cart and then get inside. Would you look at that? Literally what I was just saying, but all you do, you take your quarter right here. It just incentivizes people to actually return their cart, and I don't mind because it just makes my groceries cheaper. So that is what I'm looking for, especially when we're bulking on a budget. But we're gonna get inside. We're not gonna go in order of protein, carbs, and fat because I'm just gonna walk through the store and get everything. But then I'm gonna take you guys home and show you everything and break it down so that it makes more sense in your brain. But let's get inside and let's start getting this grocery shopping going. Mandatory pre-grocery pee is now done. We're ready to shop. Lots of fruits and veggies right here, and I will say they're gonna take up a lot of stomach space for not a lot of calories, which is why they're so good for cutting. But for bulking, if you're having trouble getting the calories down, you might wanna actually cut out a little bit of fruits and vegetables. Of course, you're still gonna want some of them in your diet so that you're getting a full nutrient profile in your diet. And before anyone says it, I personally don't eat fruit year round because I have IBS, and I found that it messes with my digestion super bad. Something about either the fructose or the fiber in fruit specifically just doesn't digest well with me. That's another thing. Make sure you're finding what digests well with you. But we are gonna get some fruits and veggies over here, or some veggies at least. I am still on a huge romaine kick. 2 heads of romaine lettuce because I'm still hungry on my bulk because we're just starting out right now. But again, some vegetables is good. You just don't wanna be eating a ton if you're not able to get the calories down. Next stop, we got mini avocados right here. I like the mini ones better because they ripen faster and they don't go as bad because you only have 1 avocado open at one time, so it doesn't brown. But avocados are so good, and fats in general are so good for your bulk because they're super calorie dense. 9 calories per gram for fat and then 4 calories per gram for carbs and protein. A little science lesson for you guys. And again, it's got a bunch of micronutrients in it. So we're going with some mini avocados right here into the thing, and they're super cheap. They're $3.39 for like 6 of them. How are you gonna beat that? We got lightly salted rice cakes, and you might be like, Casey, why are you eating rice cakes on your bulk? These are simply a vessel for all of your other toppings that are high calorie. You want peanut butter, you want almond butter, you want to put avocado on it. Those are super easy calories. You can eat them before a workout with a bunch of honey on it, honey and salt, get you a great pump, and it's super clean. It's literally just whole grain rice and salt. One thing that's not currently in my meal plan, but is really, really good for bulking that I've found that digests super well with me and a lot of other people, is sourdough bread. Again, for breakfast, you can have a protein shake and throw some almond butter or peanut butter and some honey on this. Super, super easy calories, especially if you can't get a lot down in the morning. And typically, if I'm not super worried about the budget, instead of going with the mini avocados, I'll go with the guacamole cups. They're actually out right now, but those are $4.19 and you get way less actual avocado. So if you're on a budget, do the whole food single ingredient. It's always gonna be cheaper than the prepackaged stuff. That's what you gotta learn. One other thing that I always get, whether I'm bulking or cutting, it's a great snack. These pickle chips are the best pickles I have ever had in my life. No other pickle brand compares to them, and they're on sale right now for $3.79. For some gourmet pickles like this, you just can't beat it. Great snack, eat them before your workout. A lot of salt, give you a good pump. Now for our meal number 1 carbs, and one of my main carb sources in my diet, everyone knows it, it's a bodybuilder's favorite, it's oats. And if you guys wanna flash back to the last grocery haul video I did, some lady had something to say about my quick cook oats.
You know the quick cook are not good for you.
They're still whole grain rolled oats, so I mean, it's one ingredient. I'm not too worried about that. And guys, the only difference between quick cook and old fashioned is how much they're cut. This is just cut a little bit more. This is not. This will digest slightly faster than this, but I like the texture of this way better, so I always go with quick cook. I'm actually not gonna get this tub right now because I like getting the organic oats just because oats are sprayed with a bunch of pesticides. And if I can't avoid it, I will. But if you're on a budget, get the big tub that's cheap. But I'm gonna wait until we go to the supermarket to get the organic oats. But again, if you wanna get these, you totally can. It probably won't make that big of a difference. I know you think you're bulking and you wanna go all crazy. These are not for you for breakfast. Don't do it. We're not dirty bulking, we're clean bulking. Like I said, single ingredient foods. Put your meals together in a way that you actually enjoy them every single day. If you want a Pop-Tart here or there in your bowl, sure, have it. But we are not crushing a 12-pack of these every single week like I know you want to do. Frosted chocolate fudge. That does sound good though. All right, now over to probably the easiest source of calories that everyone knows. We're over by the nut butters. Pause. We got almond butter right here that I absolutely love, but this almond butter isn't just almonds and salt like I like. It also has the palm oil in there, so I try to avoid this, and I'm actually probably gonna get some at Harris Teeter rather than right now. If you can, just get the ones with just almond or just almonds and salt or peanuts and salt and things like that, which this one is. This one is literally just organic dry roasted peanuts and sea salt. I like that, but if you notice, this is $4.39 right here, and the one at Harris Teeter is actually around $2, and that is another tip of mine. Make sure that you actually know the prices of the things that you're getting at the different stores, because I know at one store, this item is gonna be cheaper than at the other store. So I get certain things from certain stores. Shout out to my mom for that. She taught me that when I was younger. We're gonna save the nut butters for Harris Teeter, but these are probably the easiest calories you can get. One of my essentials year round anyway. We all know Texas Pete is the best hot sauce. It is 0 calories, but I love this, and it's not leaving my diet because it's so good. Drop your favorite hot sauce down in the comments, but Texas Pete is the right answer. Now, my single most eaten carb source, bulking, cutting, whenever, but bulking, super easy to get white rice down. They actually don't have the jasmine rice that I absolutely love, and I'm a little bit sad about that, so I'm not actually gonna get this plain parboiled or plain regular white rice. It doesn't taste as good. Jasmine rice on top all day. Don't get the single packets of jasmine rice like this, because you're paying $1.39 for a tiny little serving. Get a rice cooker, make your own. Let's continue on our journey. Finally, on to the protein sources. I know this is what you guys are probably here for, and we got here just in time. It's 11 o'clock on a Saturday, and they're already almost sold out of all of the thing that I came specifically here for, because Aldi has some of the cheapest grass-fed beef around, and there's a few packets left. We're getting 4 pounds this week, so it's good right there. But I actually don't cheap out on beef and egg. Those are the two things that I'm gonna get grass-fed and pasture-raised, because I think A, they taste way, way better, and you're gonna get a lot more nutrients from the fat sources in both of those things, so I don't cheap out on that. For chicken, I don't worry as much about being free-range or pasture-raised, because there's not a lot of fat in it. But for this beef, for $6.19 a pound, you're getting an absolute deal of a deal, and normally that's better than the regular stuff. Like right here, the non-grass-fed stuff is $3.69, which is an absolutely insane deal. We're going with 4 pounds over here. And then right over here, we got chicken breast. And I actually already have a full pack of chicken breast at home, and I'm sponsored by a meal prep company that sends me my chicken, so I actually don't need that. Shout out Hummus Fit. But right here, another tip for you guys is find the manager special deal. On this pack of chicken breast, it's already only $2.49 a pound for $15.44 for over 6 pounds, and it's 30% off, so that's gonna be what? Quick math, that's like $12 or $11 for this huge pack of chicken breast. This could last you the whole week. Again, I already have some at home, so I'm not gonna get it, but chicken breast is another one of my main sources in my bulk, and you can get it for so cheap. $2.49 a pound before the discount. You can't beat that. If you're on a budget, chicken breast is gonna be your best friend. Another protein source that I like if I'm not balling on a budget is salmon. Super good for bulking because it's super fatty and really good fat. It has a bunch of omega-3s in it. Make sure you get the wild caught stuff. It's a little bit better than the farm stuff. I'm not gonna get this right now because we are balling on a budget. It's like 10 bucks a pound. If you aren't on a budget, definitely really, really good for the bulk because it has a bunch of fats in it and it's pretty easy calories. Another one of my favorite protein sources that's just easy calories if you need a snack throughout the day is Greek yogurt. You could throw some nuts in here. Again, honey, almonds, anything you really want, and it'll add a bunch of extra calories. This is 100 calories and 13 grams of protein. You add those toppings in it. Super, super good for a midday snack, or if you want to take it for breakfast, take it to work. And they're literally 69 cents a piece. If you go get a parfait at any restaurant, it's gonna cost you like 10 bucks. Vanilla almond milk, and you might be like, see, why are you not getting regular milk? It's more calories, more protein. I found this digests well with me. I'm slightly lactose intolerant, and I just like almond milk better, so I'm gonna get the almond milk. If you want the extra calories, get the Fairlife milk, get the whole milk, get the 2% milk. I don't care what milk you get. I get almond milk. So this is what I'm getting. It goes in my Ninja Creamies. This is another one of the reasons why I come to Aldi. The pasture-raised eggs are so good. They're $5.79 per dozen. Look at these. They look great. They're literally straight from the farm, and they're not that much more expensive. They're super, super nutrient dense. Eggs are super good. I try to limit my egg intake just a little bit because I have high hereditary cholesterol. It kind of shoots my cholesterol up. So I'll do about 2 of these a day. So a dozen is good for a week. And at the regular grocery store for the Vital Farms one, you're paying $10, $11, $12 for a dozen. This is literally half that price or less. So definitely go with the pasture-raised eggs at Aldi. They're my favorite. Another clean carb source for you guys that's super, super easy to eat while you're bulking that I'm not gonna get right now, but I probably will implement in my bulk is pasta. Dude, you can crush so much pasta with some ground beef, some pasta sauce right here, a good clean pasta sauce, and you can literally not bat an eye and get like 1,000 calories in. You literally can't go wrong with it, and you can get so much calories in for not a lot of money at all. This right here is going to be the easiest possible calories that you can get, period. A good avocado oil or extra virgin olive oil like we have right here is going to be your absolute best friend, especially if you can't get a lot of calories in on the bulk. You add this to your meals. 2 tablespoons of this is 260 calories. It's 130 calories per tablespoon, and this actually makes your food easier to eat because it moistens it. It makes it super delicious. I would go with the 100% pure avocado oil. Make sure it doesn't have all the vegetable and canola oil in there. If you guys have noticed, we're going with all clean fat sources. We're not going with a bunch of saturated and trans fats and things like that from junk food. We're going with good whole sources of fat. They're actually gonna make us feel good, not gonna make us feel lethargic or anything like that. So make sure you're doing that. Don't get your fats from junk, get your fats from whole food sources. One other thing I'll tell you, if your meals are getting super boring on the bulk, throw different spices on them, throw different sauces on them. They're gonna help you get all that food down. Just one more tip. I think we're done here, so let's go check out so we can head to the second store. Got the receipt right here, and I'm looking at the total, but I'm not gonna show you guys right now because I'm actually gonna give you the grand total when we get home, when I break down the protein, carbs, and fat. So make sure you're sticking around for that. But another way that Aldi cuts costs is you gotta bag your own things. So we got our boxes here. We're gonna fill this up, and then we're gonna head over to the other grocery store so that we can finish off the grocery haul and get everything that we need for the week. Now time to go return my cart so the cart narc doesn't come get me. What's Aldi's favorite football position? Quarterback. All right, we're now at Harris Teeter, which is just a typical supermarket. If you're on the West Coast, it might be a Ralph's. If you're somewhere else, it might be a Kroger or a Publix. It's the regular supermarket that you know and maybe love. But prices in here are typically more expensive. We're gonna know what we're getting before we go in. We'll be in there 5 or 10 minutes, get everything we need, and then get out. This is the luxury. You don't have to return your cart. You just do it to the cart return right here. That's what you're paying extra for, people. First thing that's super expensive here that I only buy on sale is this G. Hughes sugar-free Polynesian sauce or the sweet chili one. Sometimes they got it on sale for $3.99. Walmart and Publix, I know for certain, have it for $3.99 all the time, so I typically buy it there. I'm not spending $6 on a single bottle of sugar-free Polynesian sauce. As much as I love it, I'll wait till it's on sale or I'll go to Walmart and get it there. All right, so like I said, we need to get rice. This 5-pound bag of jasmine rice is $5. You literally can't beat that for carb sources. This will last me over a week. I'm not eating 5 pounds of rice in a week. That would be an ultra bulk. Super cheap, clean carb source. Jasmine rice is the best. And like I said, it's $4.99. I knew it was cheaper, so I'm getting it here. $2.19 for a thing of natural peanut butter. Like I said, roasted peanuts and salt. This is the best natural peanut butter that I've ever had. It's the random Harris Teeter brand. You gotta stir it up, so I give it a good little shake, but Harris Teeter brand natural peanut butter is the most delicious thing. I don't know what they put in it. It must be super salty or something like that. This is $6.79 and I have a tub at home, a little bit more expensive. And since we're on a budget right now, we're actually not gonna get the almond butter, even though I typically do on a bulk. It just switches it up. So I'll do almond butter sometimes, I'll do peanut butter other times, but great sources of fat. Again, super easy way to get calories. Throw it on whatever meal you want. We lucked out again. The organic oats are on sale this time. $3 a container. Like I said, I go with the organic ones if I can. We're going with these. I'm glad I waited. They're on sale. Really can't beat it. And if you could tell, they're about $1 more than the regular ones. That's something I'll pay extra for if it's gonna benefit me in the long run. All right, so one more thing that I'm gonna talk about that I actually do have at home, but you can implement in your bulking diet as well. And it's a more fun thing is cereal. Pre-workout, post-workout, definitely good to get the carbs down right away, fill up the glycogen stores again, and just start replenishing those nutrients right after you train. It'll get right into your bloodstream. I wouldn't worry too much about the sugar in it because you are just post-training or pre-training. So you're gonna be able to use that sugar the right way. You could either go with something clean like Rice Krispies, it's literally just puffed rice, or something that I like doing when we're bulking. I know it's a lean bulk, but it's okay to have some things like this sometimes. I am a Fruity Pebbles guy. Fruity Pebbles is probably one of my favorite cereals of all time, as well as Cocoa Pebbles. Super easy calories again. And like I said, we're keeping everything clean and whole food based. But if you wanna have some things here and there, you wanna have Rice Krispie treats or things like that, totally fine on a bulk, as long as you're staying within your calories and you're getting those gains, baby. Now let's go check out so we can head home and get this total. Now, before I get inside, I want you guys to take your guesses down in the comments below how much you think I spent at the 2 grocery stores combined, just off the top of your head. Don't go analyzing anything, being like, well, he probably spent this much on this. Like, what do you think this typical grocery haul would cost? And then I will reveal the total price when we get inside and I show you everything. But I want to know what you guys think, and then come back to your comment and let me know if you guys were right or wrong. If you think you overshot, if you think I got a good deal, something like that. But now to head inside so that I can show you the breakdown of everything. We got everything home and unpackaged. This is the full overview. Now time to break it down into protein, carbs, and fat so you can see my entire diet. Of course, we gotta start off with protein, a bodybuilder's favorite food. This is what's actually gonna build your muscle. We have the 4 pounds of 100% grass-fed, grass-finished, 93.7 ground beef. We got a dozen pasture-raised eggs. We have 4 cups of Greek yogurt, 2 mixed berry, 2 strawberries. They're the 100-calorie ones. And then the chicken breast that I was talking about, already have a pack frozen. And then my Hummus Fit pre-prep chicken right here. Obviously, I didn't buy this right now, but I did wanna show you. And then one more thing that I wanted to show you that I don't have to buy because I am sponsored by a supplement company, but is in my diet, is all of my Rise proteins. Of course, you can use code Casey on all of those if you want to save some money and support me. Also, Young LA code Casey as well if you want to support me that way. But I do have whey, super high quality source of protein, and I just wanted to show you my full overview of my diet and the protein that I eat. If I wasn't sponsored by a supplement company, I would probably also get whey protein, or you can substitute it with other things like chicken, beef, fish if you want. Any of the protein sources that I showed today are totally fine to interchange with things like that. For carbs, we kept it super simple. This is what's actually gonna fuel your workouts, and when you're bulking, you gotta eat a lot of carbs. My main carb source that I have every single day, multiple times a day, is this white jasmine rice. We also have the lightly salted rice cakes. You could do flavored ones. I like the lightly salted because then I can throw whatever I want on them. We also have the organic oats that I was talking about right here that I eat every single morning for breakfast. And then, as I said before, I did have some cereal at home, so I did wanna show you guys. This is just Rice Krispie cereal. So as you can tell, we pretty much just have rice here. Digests super easily for me, and those are the carbs. Now for our fat sources, no, they're not gonna make you fat on the bulk. Excess calories and too big of a calorie surplus is what's gonna make you fat, but these are a really easy way to get extra calories in if you're struggling to get calories. So we have our avocado oil right here. Like I said, you can do extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. We also have our avocados to add to meals like chicken and rice, beef and rice, tacos if you want to grab some corn tortillas for your carb source. Super good, easy way to get extra calories in. And then like I said, we had our almond butter at home already, so I didn't get it. Skip out on this if you're really tight on the budget, but then we also have the natural peanut butter right here. Like I said, $2. Super easy way to get a bunch of extra calories in your meals. Those are our fat sources. Now for miscellaneous items that don't actually fit into the protein, carbs, or fat category specifically, we're starting off with our almond milk right here. We got our pickle chips that are absolutely delicious. Great snack right there. We have 2 things of romaine lettuce for just a little bit of veg in our diet and add some bulk and some crunch into our meals like chicken and rice or beef and rice. We have our Texas Pete hot sauce, the best hot sauce of all time, and the G. Hughes sugar-free Polynesian sauce that I said that I stocked up on. We got 3 of them right there. That's my favorite sauce. G. Hughes, please sponsor me. Your already took your guesses earlier in the video how much you think everything in front of me costed. If you haven't yet, quickly drop a comment down below to see if you're right or if you're wrong, if you overshot or not. Drum roll, please. The grand total at Aldi came out to $61.25, and at Harris Teeter, it was $10.38, which brings our grand total for the entire grocery haul to $71.63. I would say that's a pretty good deal. Let me know if you guys think I got a good deal down in the comments. Obviously, there were some things that I already had at home that I showed you, but some of these things will also last me more than a week. That's how you shop smart, and that's how you get big bulking on a budget. Let me know if you guys want to see any more bulking videos. I can do a full day of eating with all the foods included here. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you found this helpful. I will catch you in the next YouTube video. Peace.